Hello again, I'm Michael Beckemeyer with Mindful Meditations for Calm the Bleep Down, a show where each episode we bring you another brand new 10 to 15 minute meditation. Today, we're going to dance the dance of life. Let's get started. And as always, we have a mindfulness quote to start things off. Today, our mindfulness quote comes from Eckhart Tolle. And it reads, "Life is the dancer, and you are the dance." That quote, as always, talks to me on a couple of different levels. One level is that we are the expression of our own life. Life is there, it is happening. We are the dance. We're the expression of the life. So when we get up in the morning, our expression of life is how we experience our day, how people experience us, the energy and vibration we put out. We are the dance. Like we are what the feeling we create and the vibe we put out. The energy we send out is our expression of life. So we are the dance. Also, Dr. Joe Dispenza calls the work we do in manifestation or even just meditation creating. We're trying to create our life. So we are literally the creators creating the expression of ourselves. So I think that there's a lot to think about in there. I don't have a lot of time to really go into all the thoughts, but in general, I feel like what I like about that quote is the fact that it's basically saying it is up to us to express ourselves in such a way that that is what we put out into the world. And it's not really about what people think about us or the image that we reflect. It's like, what is our most pure self? What at our most pure self, what is that sending out into the void, the universe? So that's what we're going to meditate on today. To do that, we got to get ourselves comfortable. You can either sit down or lie down for this meditation. Whatever you do, just make sure you get comfortable. Go ahead and close your eyes. Start deepening your breath. In and out. Do a quick scan of your body to see if you're holding any unwanted tension anywhere, like I have right here in my neck. Slow your breathing down. Deepen your breathing. Imagine yourself getting heavier with each exhale, sinking deeper into your cushion or seat with each exhale, just deeper and deeper into relaxation. I think this quote's simple genius is that it's referring to our true selves. And our true self is the fearless self. Sometimes it takes a lot of digging to get down to that person. We were all born that person, and after years and years of stress, anxiety, worry, confusion, insecurities, we just add layer after layer after layer of filters and barriers and walls that we build up to protect ourselves, the work of the ego. And our true self is in there somewhere, shining light, shining brightly, down there somewhere beneath all of that, really just waiting to get out. We're all sort of born that perfect representation of ourselves, and the older we get, the more buried that true self gets. And sometimes the true self, it makes us nervous to let that true self come out, because it's a vulnerable thing. It's vulnerable to allow yourself to be out there in the open without any barriers or walls. It's very vulnerable and it's scary. And of course, the ego is going to try to protect us by hiding in the cave. And our trick that we have to learn is how to break through all those barriers and walls to get to our true, perfect self, to get back to it. We're peeling back the layers until we are fully realized. So when I'm meditating, very often I'm thinking about when I breathe in, I'm trying to get breath all the way down past all those layers of confusion and worry and, barriers and all that stuff. I'm trying to get my breath all the way down into the true self, who is the one that is down there aching to get out. And if I can sort of awaken that true self by getting the breath all the way down there to that me, to the true self version of me, the more I can breathe down there and breathe new life into that person, the more and more strong and able that self is, and willing to step out. Really just waiting for us to reconnect to our own selves. And then we can start to express our true self. We can start to express who we really are into the world, and without fear or worry or anxiety, because we've stepped past all that fear. Very often we hide the most human parts of ourselves, vulnerable, emotional. We don't really give ourselves permission to exist. And it's very stifling. We stifle ourselves. But every now and then when you're meditating, the more practice, the more time you spend in these quiet moments with yourself, you can connect to that true self, that perfect, flawless, glowing light deep down inside of you that is always in balance, that is always waiting for the opportunity to come out. I very often look at getting down to your true self sort of like the surface of an ocean or a body of water. And on the surface, it is very rough and turbulent, tough to navigate. But if you sink down below the surface, and the deeper you go, the further down you go, it gets more and more still. That is how I view my innermost true self, is still. We're trying to tap into that when we're meditating, trying to tap into our true self and see what that stillness feels like. So take a few moments now. Tap into that stillness. Say hello to your true self, deep down in there somewhere, just waiting for the next breath. As always, if your mind begins to wander while you are breathing, watching your breath, it's okay, it's normal. Just notice, bring it back to the breath, and keep going. No need for frustration, no need to judge or scold yourself or the breath for not noticing, for wondering. Just come back to the breath. In our last few moments together, let's take a couple more long, slow, deep breaths in. And out as we let the stillness and silence settle in. Take one more long, slow, deep breath in and hold it up at the top of the breath. In. And hold it. Feel that moment of presence as you hold your breath. That is the present moment happening right now. And let it out. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. That's it for another episode of Mindful Meditations with Calm the Bleep Down. If you got anything out of this meditation, please feel free to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. You can find out more at our website, calmthebleepdownshow.com, where you can subscribe to the podcast we do. The YouTube channel, you can follow us on social media. We would absolutely love to hear from you. It would make our day. That's it for this time. I'm your host, Michael Beckemeyer, reminding you to please calm the bleep down. We'll see you again very soon. Thank you. Namaste.